スタンバイスカイレイダースタンバイパイロット各位搭乗を開始してください。
発進。スカイレイダー、制空権の奪取を急ごう。 制空権の奪取を急ごう。スカイレイダーは天なる火を降らせるものぞ。
one by one. So the first one is the original color scheme, and these are all player-made skins. Very interesting with all sorts of styles. So I don't know what 𝐂𝐴 should look like for you guys, because we haven't really officially revealed its weapons. But as you know, it's primarily a ballistic-focused mech. So maybe every player has their own interpretation of it. And it's the same with 𝐿. There are a lot of different styles. Like this one, it looks very divine, like an angel. And this looks like it's coming from the underworld. Or a knight. They're very cool. Oh, this looks like a 𝐁𝐞𝐫. And this one used a gradient color scheme. And this is pretty close to how I picture 𝐿 myself. After seeing these designs, you might be saying, we've seen these models, we've seen some weapons, but can you show us the gameplay of 𝐿? Well, in today's live stream, I'll show two gameplay videos just to show off their features. Let's jump right into the video. Now, through this demo, you can see that 𝐿𝐴 is clearly a high-speed striker. All of its weapons, you can see, are mainly ballistic-based. So 𝐿𝐴 has ballistic weapons and a very interesting booster, which together form 𝐿𝐴's high-speed assault combat style. Now let's take a look at 𝐿. You probably know that it has deflector drones. So these are all just its 4 little drones on its back. Here's a little sneak peek. 𝐿's right click can activate a small ADS. It's completely different from Narukami and 𝐂𝐴's ADS. It's a small one. It won't turn your entire screen into ADS. So this way, whether you attack with left click or right click, you can use the reflection drones to extend your range and coverage. And most importantly, you can hide in a corner and use your drones to deflect your energy beams. And it's quite powerful. And internally, we've given 𝐿 a nickname, the King of Lightning and Thunderstorm. That is because its left-click attacks combined with consecutive deflections from multiple drones can deal massive area damage in specific zones, and it can also suppress single target. So that's 𝐿. Since we have a lot to cover today, we won't dive into the details of each and every of these weapons. But before launch, we should have one more chance to talk, and then I'll personally play 𝐂𝐿𝐺 and 𝐿 just to give you a demo. And also a quick update on where we are right now. With both new strikers, together with all our other strikers, are undergoing overall balance adjustment. I know everyone cares a lot about balance. We'll talk about it later. Let's first focus on our new content. Let's move on to the next part. Apart from the new mechs in the new season, everyone's also curious about what kind of unique weapon skins that we will bring this time. And as you know, in Season 1, we released weapon skins for 𝐂𝐿𝐺, Panther, and 𝐿𝐼sness. And we've also prepared really stunning new weapon skins for these new strikers. So we have 𝐂𝐿𝐺𝐼's decoy drone, Aquila's weapon, Inferno's split beam cannon, and 𝐿𝐻URRICANE's decoy drone, the shield, Tricera's weapon, and Sharpness orbital targeting system. Let's take a look at the video. It's very stunning. You can get 4 weapon skins in Matrix Selection, and the other 4 can be get in the supply crate. So in the supply crate, you can get Tricera's Hotwire, Stego's rocket pods, Sharpness orbital targeting system, and 𝐻URRICANE's decoy drone. A lot of players say that they just couldn't get the weapon skins they want by drawing or by purchasing these supply crates. But this time we've added a guarantee system, which we'll talk about later. We've added 2 new pilots and their special strikers. So the first one is 𝐂𝐚𝐭𝐆𝐏, the pilot of Narukami, and I really like this video. But it's not the full version yet. If you want to watch the complete story, we'll regrind it in the Matrix Selection store. And Jeanette's Sharpness can be purchased directly. Now let's introduce the new pilot appearances. So this is the first one. It's like our previous outfits. They will be available for a limited time. And now I'd like to officially introduce our brand new pattern system. We've made a major technical breakthrough. We've added breathing light effects to the patterns, and there's more to come later. This dynamic lighting effects is completely different from previous static patterns. Personally, I really love it. Now, all the patterns have equipped with breathing light effects. And after that, let's talk about the compensation plan. As I mentioned earlier, the original season was set for 3 months, but we're ending it 2 weeks earlier, so of course we'll provide compensation. So don't worry, let's just take a look at the compensation plan. The compensation will be divided into 2 parts, one for players who already purchased the season's Battle Pass, another for those who didn't purchase the Battle Pass. If you already purchased the Battle Pass, you will get 12,000 mission tokens as compensation. This means that if you purchased BP before, when the new season launches, you can claim these points immediately along with 10 season supply crates. And of course, you will get a discount price for purchasing the Season 0 Battle Pass, which is only $10.99 USD. But if you didn't purchase Battle Pass previously, you will get 3,000 mission tokens. And of course, you can also purchase the Battle Pass at a discounted price.
那讲完这个，我们来再看一下哈。新赛季来讲话呢，我们做了很多的一个在 Battle Pass 上面的一个改变和升级。
improvements and upgrades to Battle Pass in the new
带
season.
出一个新的来讲话，就是说基于来讲话，玩家来讲话累计消耗的功勋来讲话呢，之前是解锁对应的商店嘛，对不对？那
Shop unlocks were based on mission tokens spent by players. But now it's been changed to unlock corresponding shops based on the mission token you earn. In the new season, we've added a large number of rewards. So this is not in the matrix selection, it's a new section added to the matrix contract. So as long as you have mission token, without Battle Pass you get the rewards on the left side. With Battle Pass you get rewards on the right side. So you don't have to enter the store and get it. So for every 2,000 mission tokens you earn, you unlock 1 reward tier. It's very long, the list goes on. So there are about 50 tiers in total. Even without purchasing Battle Pass, you can claim the left side of rewards, including season crates and season frame, and there are more high-valued items on the right side. This is completely new in the new season. This means that all players can earn rewards whether they pay or not. If you buy the Battle Pass, in addition to keep the original boost, mission token boost, you can also unlock these additional benefits. So just to summarize, these are all the rewards that you can get. If you didn't purchase, you can get the top line, and if you get Battle Pass, you get all of them.
好的，那接下来来讲话呢，我们来看一下整个 Battle Pass 来讲话呢，改了之后我们的一个新的内容哈。那
Now let's just take a look at the newly adjusted content.
就是获得一个这里也有个小改动，所以先说一下。
There's a minor tweak as well.
15000点，意味着就是说
So if you have 15,000 mission tokens, you can choose between the 2 new strikers. Unlike last season where it's only limited to 1 striker. This means that you'll have more freedom to choose. The 4th point is unlocking 2 new secure cargo bay. It is also in the section that we showed previously. If you don't purchase Battle Pass, you get 2 slots. If you purchase Battle Pass, you can get 4 slots in total, which is called Secure Cargo Bay. It means that if you're neutralized in Mashmak, you can also extract your items. We'll talk about that later. So basically, by grinding mission tokens, you get the rewards that I just shown.
的赛季的武装外形，那还有包括了像我们的这个
including
全息
the
背景，这个是
4
什么呢？
new
等会儿也会给大家去
weapon
视频展
skins
示的。好的，接着呢，我们来看一下刚刚说到的我们路网商店里面究竟什么样子哈。刚刚讲了这么多，好的，那我们来点到
Let's
这
move
个
on
对应
to
的
the
新的
matrix selection.
功勋商店哈。那这个功勋商店来讲的话，大家可以看到，那我们调整了它的整个左边
So
展示的
we've
一个结
adjusted
构，
the
让大家
display
来讲
structure on the left
有
side,
更好、更清晰
making
的
it
话看到我
clearer
们对应
and
的
more
东西。
intuitive to browse
这边
items.
来讲的话呢，首先前面也介绍了，就是
As mentioned
我们
earlier,
从使用功勋
The
解锁
store
变成了
mechanism
获
has
取功勋
changed
解锁
from unlocking
那
by
这边来讲的话
spending
呢，
mission
现在
tokens
展
to
示其实是一
unlocking
个
by
机
earning
甲
mission
拍照背
tokens.
景。对，等一会儿来讲的话呢，我们会去展
So
示。
this is
那
a
这边
photo
来讲的话呢，
background
是我们新加
that
入
can be
呼
used
吸灯
in
效
our
果
new
的纹理贴画，
photo
包括刚刚前
taking
面介绍
photo
过
taking
我
feature.
们的驾驶员
We'll
和特
demo
装
those
机，
later.
对，花音，还有粉色迷神
So
都
these
放
are
在这
all
儿
the
那
new
包括了我们的这个
items
毛笋
in
的
this
色真的
season,
非常的帅。
including
这个来讲话呢，就是
Falcon's Wing,
SE
which is
赛季
really cool.
满满的诚意带给大家的新的功勋商店，还有包
So
括
this is the
获取
brand
功勋
new
即可解锁奖励的。
matrix selection store in our season 1.
那这个是给大家来讲的话一个更加完整的一
Now
个
this
介
is
绍。
just
可
a
以
more
看到来讲
complete
的话我们
overview
整个
of all these
购买
rewards.
BP 来讲的话能获得的
As you
东
can
西
see from this
上面
picture,
来讲
it
的话呢
clearly
是基于
shows
商店
everything
激
you
活
can
的
get.
下面来讲的话呢，就是我们获得 BP 之后来
The
讲的
rewards at
话
the top
获
are
得
unlocked through
功勋之后来
the
讲的话呢
store,
就可以激活
while
到
the
这个。
content below becomes available
好啊，
after
那这时候来讲
buying
的话，玩家就会有一个问题了，说，
battle
哎，我
pass
上
and
个赛季来讲的
accumulating
话呢，
mission tokens.
没有购买对应的一
Some
些
player
内
may
容
ask,
错过了。
last season I didn't
那
purchase
包括了
those
说，比如说
seasonal
像这
items
个飞锦啊、白红啊、
like
烈火啊，都没买。
Celeries,
那我是
Sharpness,
刚进来的玩
and
家来讲
Inferno,
我
I
怎么
missed
购买
it.
我们可以看一下，我
What
再
should I
给大家
do?
点击一下看看来讲话你怎么购买。
So I'll show you
好啊
how to do
我
it.
们很多玩家就会说，之前来讲的话，我们往期赛季来讲在哪购买？是在这儿，大家可以点这
Previously,
个往期赛季这边会展示出
you
来
can
讲的话呢
click
我们之前赛
on
季来讲
the
的话
logistics
能购买不会过期的
in the
所有的
matrix
内容
selection, and there's the
对
previous
那包
season.
括了机甲呀、等等等等，
including
那包括了像我们的这个
strikers
房间的这个认证卡。
Access cards to
这
different
边我们
rooms.
也特别讲一下，因为在这个版本我们加入了机甲的拍照
Since
功
we
能，所以
added
说呢，
photo
我们
taking
SE
feature
来
in
讲
this
的话呢
season,
增补了一个全息背景的，
so we
所以说
added
呢
a
SE
new
没有，所以说在这边我们补上了一个
holo-
S0的全息背景，就在这儿，玩家是可以购买
background
到的。大家
feature
可以看
in
到，
season 1, which season 0
全息
doesn't
背景
have,
那个
but we added
红
that
色内
in
容，
this
对。
store.
所以
It's
说
a
大家不用担心，就是说
season 0
豆这的东西我们都
holo
会很
background.
有诚意
So
的
don't
补上。
worry,
好的，那这时候来讲话呢，我们可以跟大家来讲话细
we'll
聊一
make
下
sure
我
no
们
one
刚刚
misses
说到
out.
的一个保底机制。那麻烦
And
这
next,
个
let's
导
dive
播上图吧。
into the guarantees mechanism we
那
mentioned
这
earlier.
张图来讲话呢，很好的，我们先看这张图的最下面啊，很好的。
So from the bottom of
那
this
首先来讲话
picture,
呢，我
you
们
can
介绍一下
clearly
这
see
个 S1赛季我们的赛季宝箱内容。那赛季宝箱
what
刚
it
刚前面说了，
contains.
我们有4个新的一
So we have
个对应的
4
特
new
色武装。那这个武装来讲的话呢，
weapon
前面已
skins
经介绍过了，大家可以
as
看
introduced
前面翻回
previously.
前面看视频。那另外来讲的话呢，我们会有2个的一个有呼
And
吸
we
灯
also
的
have
动态效
2
果的纹样。那
patterns
每
with
一个
dynamic
呼吸灯来讲的话呢，有
breathing
5个
light.
颜色，等会儿我们可以看到。那
And
另外来
each
讲的
one
话呢，
has
就是我们
5
加入了
different
隐秘
colors.
作战计划书，就是
And we've
大家可以
also
看到
added
PVE
covert
的
operation
马
plan.
马克会在这掉了。那依然呢会有毛笋的模型。好，这边来讲的话呢，讲一下最重磅的，就是玩家说的保底机制。
And let's
对
talk
那保
about
底机制来讲的话呢，我
the
们每20
guarantee
次来讲的话呢
mechanism.
都可以获得一个
For
隐秘
every
作战计划
crate
书，就是
opened, you are
马克
guaranteed to
PVE
receive
那另外来
one
讲的话呢，每200
covert
抽
operation
会
plan.
获得随
For
机
every
颜色
200 draws,
的一个
you
2个
will
纹样里面
randomly get
其中一个的随机颜
one
色。
color from the
400抽来
2
讲的话呢，可以获
dynamic
得我们
patterns.
任意4款武器里面
And
选一
every
款。这
400
个就是我们的新赛
draws,
季的
you are
宝箱。
guaranteed to randomly receive one of the 4 new
好啊，那我
weapon
们刚刚
skins.
说到的这个新赛季的纹样，那麻
So
烦
that
来讲话呢，我们
covers
给大家秀一把，真的特别好看。
the new season crates. Now let's take a look at the new
那每
patterns.
一个
They're really
在这个
stunning.
宝箱里面的纹样呢，会有5个颜色。那我们这回来讲，
Each pattern comes in 5 different
一共来讲
colors
会有10款的
Together,
这个
there are
颜色。
10
那大家可以
variants.
看到啊，这些颜色来讲的话呢，基于我们装配在不同的 DIY 的这个机甲上来讲的话呢，
They
真的
look
是
differently
非常非常的有特色。只要我们来讲
applied
用
to
心地
different
去
strikers.
改 一下
and you
机甲
can
的颜色，
customize
这些呼吸中的
these
效果真的
yourself.
是会完全不一样。 接着来讲的话呢，是玩家最关心、最重磅的内容了，就是我们的平衡性调整。
And then next, moving on to what players cares about the most, balance adjustment. Please note that all changes mentioned below are not final. We're continuously optimizing balance, so further changes may be added or some may be rolled back at any time. Let's just watch the videos. So first, weapon switching optimization. We have optimized the smoothness, improved the smoothness of weapon switching process with the interval between switches is shorter, so that players can swap weapons faster, the controls is more responsive. Similarly, the weapon switching of Panther, shield and between shield and shield blade is also more smooth.
通过改了毛笋的一个侦察组件，让它能随时关闭，并且来讲话呢，
We've changed a recon kit of Falcon where you can turn it off at any time, and then it became overly dominant in actual combat, especially if you're in EIC storms. It could focus fire with extremely high efficiency. Therefore, we've adjusted it. So this adjustment means that after using it, even if you use it for 1 second, there's at least like a 6-second longer cooldown time than before.
接着来讲话呢，我们也发现了，就是当大家可以看到这个毛笋有能量的一个情况下来讲话呢，基本上在大回环的情况下
，when Falcon has energy, particularly in slow sloop,
慢速回环来讲话呢，其实大家可以等于说能量比 更小的情况下完成了
it could achieve
更多无法
longer periods of lock-on immunity at a relatively lower energy cost, which was not fully considered in our initial design. Therefore, the adjustment, we changed the duration of different speed loops, whether it's fast, normal, or slow. The end timing of the effect will now be consistent. This means that when choosing the slow loop, the mech remain targetable for a longer period of time. The duration of lock-on immunity provided by all loop effects has been shortened across board. For Sky Raiders, it's the same. 好的，这边来讲话呢是一个导弹，就是它 Now let's talk about adjustments
一个子母弹的一个效果。那这个子母弹的效果来讲话呢，
Sky Raiders
需要
missile dispenser
更加精准的，就是说从原本的这个母弹弹出来的叫做微型导弹的锁定范围呢，从250米来讲
micro missile has been reduced. The lock-on range of these micro missiles has been reduced from 200 meters to 250 meters to 200 meters.
就是玩家来讲话是无法扎到更精准的一个
If the main munition lands inaccurately, these micro missiles will have a harder time effectively covering and hitting enemy.
那同时来讲话，蓄能上面来讲话呢，威力也会变得更强。
And will also increase the damage of Elysinus
那同时
auto
电池来
cannon.
讲话呢，我们也略微增加了一些伤害。
The Gauss cannon's damage has been slightly increased as well.
特别的说一下，首先来讲话，整个防御立场的容量来讲的话呢，是
And moving on to the defense field, we've weakened it.
正面的那片护盾，大家一定要明白这个。第二个来讲话呢，我
The
看
defense field
论坛
means
里边来
the
讲话，
shield in
玩家说
front of it.
我们的这个叫做阈值哈，就是我们的
Also, we
叫
noticed
无敌阈
some
值
players
的应该从
having discussions on
1万
forums
降低到
regarding the
9000其实大
threshold.
家可能对这个阈值有点理解错误。
You
那
guys
可能
may
是
have
我
some
们在
misunderstanding
这
about the
个说明
threshold.
上写的不够清晰。那在这边呢，正好借这个机会跟大家来讲话，也
Probably
说
we
清
didn't
楚
describe
其实
it
呢，
properly. We'd like to take this opportunity to explain. A higher threshold means weaker defensive performance, which means that the threshold represents the maximum amount of damage that can be taken within 1 second. For example, if the threshold is 10,000 points, then you will take at most 10,000 points of damage per second. If the threshold is lowered, say to 100 points, then you would only take up to 100 points of damage in that second, making the shield nearly impossible to break. A lot of players say in the forum that we should reduce the threshold to 10,000 to 8,000, 9,000. That's incorrect. We increased it from 10,000 points to 12,000 points, which means that the shield can now absorb more damage per second. So its total capacity is reduced to 60,000. The shield will now break in about 5 seconds under sustained heavy fire. And the lock-on distance of Inferno shortened from 480 to 430. And the Inferno's charge splitter time reduced from 0.9 seconds, increased from 0.9 seconds to 1.5 seconds. Additionally, we identified a mechanism by utilizing recoil. Inferno could maintain airborne without consuming energy. Of course, this is different from our expectation and our design intent. So therefore, we now changed it. As long as you use weapon or airborne, you will consume energy as usual. Now moving on to Aquila. Aquila has an energy depletion system. The energy has to recharge to 20% after depleted before it can be used again. This is not specific to Aquila, it's also applied to 𝐂𝐴Lphard. The energy has to recharge to above 20% to be used again. And we've optimized stagger as well. And previously, you cannot turn it on and off at a very fast speed. There's about a 1 second lag in that. So we've optimized it, so you can turn it off within 0.6 seconds. Another interesting about 𝐴𝐻𝐼, once your 𝐂𝐴𝐻3 is on, you can still be detected by enemy scan. This didn't meet our expected impact for an ultimate with, a long cooldown. Now, when you activate 𝐂𝐴𝐻3, although scan can detect the stealth layer provided by its drone, you can no longer direct lock onto 𝐴𝐻𝐼 itself. Right click and left click, you couldn't lock on it, but you can deal damages or just hit, attack it. So when 𝐴𝐻𝐼 is hidden into that field, you couldn't scan it. Additionally, we've identified an overlooked issue. When Lumini activates its corruption mode, it should corrupt surrounding enemies, but it was unable to affect missiles. So in the new version, we've added anti-missile capability to Luminous corruption mode.
这边来讲的话，也是一个白红这边来讲的话，我们发现就是可能站不太住。对，那其实白红来讲，功能性还是很。
For Sharpness, it's highly functional, but it does have a steep learning curve. We've made multiple adjustments. We've fixed several issues where it could still be targeted by NPC even when the jammer was active. We reduced the jammer's cooldown from 24 seconds to 18 seconds.
这个顺便再做一个广告啊，我们新的特装白红，开这个效果真的很帅。
our
然后
new
复合钩爪这边来讲话呢，
Sharpness,
我们之前来讲话是没
the
有设置
special Sharpness in new
尖
season is
这
very
个呢就
cool
会
with
变成玩家其
this
实叫做毫
on.
无办法可以去做一个反应。
Now moving on
你
to
被
the
勾中之后呢
composite
基本上
claw
必中，所以说呢，在这边来讲话呢，
of
做了一个
Stellaris
0.8秒的一个延迟。
We've
那
added
这个意味
a
着来讲话呢，就是
0.8
说
second
当玩家被
delay,
勾中之后来讲话呢，有0.8秒来讲话呢去做
which
规
means
定
that
动作。
when you are hooked
然后
on,
呢，我们来
you
看
have
光学迷
0.8
彩
seconds
这边
to
来讲话
react to
大家也
that,
都知道啊，就是
where
背景
previously you
的
couldn't do
核心技
anything.
能光学迷彩来讲话呢，其实过于强大。
Optical
因为
Camo
来讲
has a
秒
core
开秒
skill
关的情况下来讲话
of
基本上可以
Stellaris
做到
is currently
无法
way
被
too strong,
特别是一些锁定
especially
时间
the
比较长的机体。
when you
那这
activate
边来
it
讲话
and
呢，我们也
deactivate it
做了一个
instantly,
调整。
it's
那意味着
nearly
来讲话
impossible
呢
to lock on. So
背
we've
景
made
从
adjustment
原
to
本
that.
的这个持续时间从16秒
So the
降低到
duration
12秒
time
冷却时间来讲话呢也增
reduced
长了。
from
那意味着
16
来讲话就是
seconds
说
to
持
12
续时间
seconds,
更短，但是呢冷却
and
时
the
间更长。
cooldown
对
has also been
每次
increased.
现在飞景要用光学迷彩的时候，一定要想清楚。对，
So when
一定
you
要控
want to
制好哦。
use the optical
好
camo,
的
you have
以
to
上呢就是我
plan
们
it
现在来讲话呢
cautiously.
已经完成了放
So
进
these
版
are
的一些调整。
all
当然
of
前面
the
说了，这不是
adjustments
所有的调整
already
还有很多
implemented
调整
in
来
the
讲话
current
呢，我们现
version.
在正在
But as
和
mentioned,
我们
these
的
are not
阿尔法和海狼
all the
一起
changes
来
we're
讲话呢
conducting
在
right
做
now.
联合性的一个平衡性调整。
And
所
we
以
are
说
still
呢，未来来
conducting
讲话，我们可以
balance
看
adjustment
最终的
tests
更新
with
日志为准。那当前
across
来
the
讲话呢，
board.
我们也可以稍微透露一下，
So
我们
please
正在做的一
refer
些
to
调整。
our
比如说来讲话呢，像我们
update
阿奎拉的13枪，我们
for
来讲
all
话呢
confirmed
会
adjustments.
稍微来讲话，我们认为
And
这个
also
是
for Aquila's
是一
13
个
shot,
亮点。
we've also adjusted
我也
it.
认为
We
这个来
believe
讲
it's
话呢
a
是一个需
it's
要
an
操作的
interesting
一个玩法。
gameplay.
但是来讲话呢，13枪来讲话呢，是不是过多了？对，因
But
为如果按照正常情况下呢，
is
只
it
能打
too
6枪
much?
但是
Because normally you
我
can
们来
only
讲话呢，也不会说
shoot
一下
6
子把
shots,
它变成说这个是个 bug，我们
but
把
we
它改
won't
到只有6枪。
revert it
这
to
块我们
6
还是会来讲话呢，
shot
会有一定技
or
巧
treat it
的
as
加
a
持和
bug.
保留。对，但是是
We
13枪，那这
might
个
keep
真
it,
的有待商榷了。
but
所以这块来讲话呢，
whether
只是
13
透
shot
露一
is
下
too many
我
still
们还
under
有这
discussion.
些在调整中的内容。好的。好，然后接下来我们讲一下我们的整个段位的一个系统。
And next,
这里
let's
面我
talk
们可以先
about
介绍一下，就
our
是整个我们
new
的段位来
season
讲话呢，匹
tier
配机制
system.
我们再做了一次的优化。
First,
那
we've
对应
once
来讲
again
话呢，玩家
optimized
先反
the
馈到的一些
matchmaking
匹配
mechanism,
问题来讲话呢，我们也会在这块
addressing
来讲话呢
player
去进
feedback
行
from
优化。那
before.
今天内容太多了，这个我就不细讲了。我们会在
Since
更
we
新日志
have a
上面
lot
来
to
讲
cover
写得
today, we
很
won't
清楚。
go into
那
details
这边
here.
我们讲一个，就是说，当新赛季之后来讲话呢，我们的段位会怎么样？我们来看图。
Let's see what will
那
happen
首先来讲话呢，就
in the new
是
season.
我们来讲段位来讲话呢是会回退的。那
After the
大家
new
可以看
season
到，如果
begins,
玩家拿
your
到了
tiers
传奇和
will
不朽的话
be
呢，我们
reset.
回到铂金，就是
If
等于
you
说
reach
从铂金开始往上涨。
legend
但是呢，如果你到大师、
and
统帅和名将的3个段位来
indestructible,
讲
you will
话
be
呢，会掉到
reset
黄
to
金。
platinum.
对，这个来讲话呢，这个图就
If
是
you reach
表示了说，新赛季
Grandmaster,
开赛之后
General,
来讲话
or
呢，
Champion,
你
you'll
的
fall
对应
back
段
to
位来讲
gold.
话呢，会到什么样的一
So
个
this
级别？
graphic here clearly
接着
shows
我
the
们来
corresponding
跟大家介绍一
starting
下我们对应的
tiers for the new
一个
season.
马斯马克相应的一些调整。那马斯马克来讲话呢，我们还是做了非常多的一个调整。首先来讲话，
And
跟
then
大家
we've
说一
also
个
added some
我们
new
的
adjustments
PVE 来
to
讲话呢，我们
Mashmak.
发现玩家还是非常喜欢的。那
For
对应来讲
PvE,
我
we
们把它
noticed a lot of
那依然
players
呢
really
是
enjoy
有
it.
3次情况。那前面来讲，我们可以看到来讲话，购买对应的一个就是我们赛季宝箱吧。我们赛季宝箱里边来讲话呢，依然会掉
If
这
you
个
want to purchase
PVE 的产出，就是 PVE 的一个钥匙。对，就是我们的作战计划书了。
PvE keys can
好
also
这边来讲的话，
be
也跟大家看一下我们刚刚前面介绍的一个
in
安全
the
箱的机制。那先
in the
说
supply
一下
crate.
安全箱来讲的话呢，一共
Previously we
来讲
mentioned
的话是有4
secure
个，
cargo bay.
一共是有4个。
There are
那4个安
4,
全箱来讲的话呢，有2个来
of
讲
them
的话呢，
in
玩家
total,
是可以通过获得
2 of
功
which
勋来讲的话呢解锁的。这个呢
can be
不需要玩家呢
acquired
去购
through
买 BP， 对
mission
任何玩家
tokens.
都能
You don't need to
通过获得
purchase
功勋
battle
来讲的
pass.
话呢解锁
Any
2个
player
安
can
全箱。
get at
那
least
另
2,
外2个来讲的话呢，
secure
是玩家
cargo
购
bay.
买功勋之后立刻获得，这个是直接加
And
到
the other
功勋
two
里面的，就直接
is given
购买功勋
directly
之后立刻获得。
after
所以说
purchasing
安全箱就是
a battle pass. So what is
首先来
this
讲的话呢，安全
secure
箱意 意味着来讲的话，玩家
cargo.
其中有1排的内容是可以装进去的。当你把它放进安全
If
箱
you
之后
put
来
your
讲，
items in the secure
无
cargo,
论你是被玩家，还是被 NPC， 还
no matter
是
you're
还是在地图边缘，
neutralized by NPC or
这
other
4个
player,
东西来讲的话呢，都是能
all
带
of
出去
these
的。所以
4
说大家可以
items
看
can
看
be
之后
extracted.
任务终止。 但是依然我们能拿到对应的
as
一些奖
shown
励。
in the video.
也跟大家说一下，这块来讲的话，有一些新的机制加入到我们的马赛盲盒里面，就说
We've also added some new
马赛盲盒里面
mechanism to
放了一
match
些
mark.
宝箱。那我们减少了一
We've
些
added
玩家的
some
小怪，就等于说可能
new
有些 base 上玩家
crates
就
in match
用
mark.
清 base 这么
We've
烦了
reduced the
那玩家
number
来讲的
of
话呢，可以在
minor
这个 base 里面
enemies
捡
to
这些宝
ease the
箱有些宝
pressure
箱
of
会有
clearing
特殊宝箱，这个
these
特殊宝箱呢不一
enemies.
定是每一把都出现，但是呢，
We've
当它
added
出现
some
的时候呢
special
里边来讲
crates
掉
to
落
match
是
mark.
等于 boss 的。
While they won't
这
appear
个
in every
欢迎玩
match,
家
but
去
when
探
they
索。
do, the drop quality is equivalent to
我们来
boss
看
rewards.
看我们新赛季新的挑战，新的 boss。
So let's learn about the new challenges and new boss.
那新的
through
boss
this
来讲的
video.
话呢，叫做莫雷纳，那
So
是一个
the new boss is
是一
called
个
Marina.
被晶体感染的一个合成兽吧，我只能这么说，一个机械兽。
It's like a mechanically augmented beast infected by
那对应来
*kozhri*.
讲话呢，
It looks like a
我就不挂了
scorpion.
去了嘛。那这里视频也比较
I
短，
won't
那玩家来
spoil
讲话呢，可以
its
大概意
specific
会一下。
skills.
莫雷纳来
Players
讲
can
话呢，
challenge
我
it
们可以通过黄金钥匙来讲
by
打开对应
using
的
the key
副本空间
to
在这个
open the
副本里面来讲的
corresponding
话呢玩家可以
instance
挑战莫雷
space.
纳。好，然后呢，我们来看一下哈，还有一些改动，就是在单人局啊，玩家喜欢的单人局。
We've
那
also
单人局
made
来讲，我
important
们发现一个
adjustment
问题，
to
就是说
solo
单人
mode.
局玩家被击杀之后，就是被玩家击
Previously,
杀之后，那
players
经常来讲话呢，
could
复活
revive
之后呢两个
multiple
就拉来
times
拉去嘛，对吧
after being
会
killed.
让整个战局来讲话呢变得非常的拖
This
沓。
often leads to
那
drawn
这边来
out
讲话
back
呢，
and
我们也
forth
在单人局做
battles.
了一个改动。那玩家被击杀之
So
后
we've
来
changed
讲话
that.
呢，就无法
Now
来
in
讲话
solo
呢再
matches,
次去
once
空
you're
投
killed,
就意
you
味着
can
不
no
再复活
longer
所以说在单人
use
局里面只有
airdrop
一次机会
to
死了
revive
出去
yourself.
再来嘛，对吧？这样速度快点，不用杀来杀去，因为有后杀
Therefore,
了
the
就有
matches are
风
more
险。
compact.
那另外来讲，我们看一下视频啊，玩家反馈的我们这个叫做踏板，我的踏板呐、被人
And
抢了呀，被队友
now
抢了呀。
gliders.
好，这边来讲的话呢，我们加了一个保护机制。
We've
那意
added
味
a
着
protection measure
10
to
秒
the
钟时间，
glider.
玩家无论是队友还是玩家，当你的踏板10秒钟之后来讲的话呢才被抢。当然大家也知道，如
After
果是
being
队友拿你的
used,
踏板来讲的话呢，其实是后
your
面
glider
直接
will
被
enter
还给
a
你
10-second
但是被别
protection
人抢
state.
了那就糟糕了。所以说我们经常会出现这种情况，
10
我的
sec-
高
after 10
级踏板来讲的话
seconds,
被别人
if
抢了，对，然后他还毁掉，
others
这个
can
确实很
grab
心痛
it.
啊，我也遇到过。所以
Of
说，
course, you
我想
know
跟大家
when
说，这块来讲
teammate
的话呢，我们会
occupies
给
it,
他一个
the
10
system
秒钟
will
时间
return
那意味
it
着
to
说
you later
当
by
敌人来
email.
讲的话呢
But if it's taken by an
10秒
enemy, it's gone
脱
for
离
good.
踏板开始计时，10秒之后呢才能上
But
你的踏
now,
板。
when
好，
you're
我们
off
来
your
介绍一下
glider,
新的武装。
after 10
在马赛马
seconds,
卡来讲的话呢，我们
your
增加
enemy
了
can
两
then grab it.
个新的武装，非常的有
We've
意思。我
added
们来看一下，
2 new
首先第一个来讲的话呢
weapons
是
in
跟
match mark.
阿奎拉一样的一个钩爪，
The
这个
first one
追
is
踪无人机啊，
similar
钩爪
to
其实是一
the
个瘫痪
claw
的无人
of
机，一个
Aquila.
爪型的无人机。那射出去
It's
之后来讲的话
basically
呢
a
基本上
drone
来
that
讲
looks like a
跟
claw.
阿奎拉武装衣是一样的。那被捕
It's
中
quite
的
similar
人
to the
来讲
effect of
会
Aquila's
进
drop.
行一定的瘫痪，是一个
It can
非常好的
paralyze
集火神器。好的，然后呢，我们来看看第二
enemies
个。
when used. So here's the
第二个
second
立
one.
场，这个立场来讲的话呢，
This is a stasis field.
是一个单手武器，它只能装配和
It
刚
can
刚的
only
这
be
个
equipped
爪型无人机来讲的话呢一样，是只能装
on
在
your
右手，只能装
right
在右手
hand.
所以说，当你左手配一个，右手可以配这一个，那大家想想这个组合哈，那这个来讲的话呢，其实是完成一个跟刺销一样的静止立场，在这
So
里边的
that
话呢，可以
is
理解
that
为
effect
是
is
一个
similar
私
to
密空间
Welkin's
啊，一
stasis
个房
field.
间
It's
或
like
者是一
a
个决斗场，哎，无论
area
叫做
you
什么
created an
它
area
是跟刺销那个一样。
or maybe
那
a
大家
dual
可以想想
battlefield,
这
whatever
个
you
呢
call
可以
it.
帮助你撤离，帮助你防
This
守
can
甚
help
至
you
来讲
to
话呢，如果你左
defend,
手装一个近战的情况下来讲话呢，
to
它
extract,
也是有它的作用的，
or you can
大家
put
可以研究一下。
a
这回来
melee
讲的话
weapon
呢，
on
不
your
是
left
只是加新
hand,
的伤害性
then
武器，而
you
是
can
加
attack
更
as
好
well.
的玩家可以有更多的武装组合的内容。好的，然后呢，这边来讲的话也讲一下这个玩家反映的一些问题啊，就比如说
Okay,
我的
next
这个
up,
火箭，我的仓库
addressing
装
a
不下了，我
player
仓库全
concern,
部
the
都是火箭
warehouse.
了。那由于
Some
之前呢
players say
火箭呢玩家是
my
可以自己
backpack
喷
is
涂
full
然
of
后后来我发现
rockets
其实
with
玩家
no
很少
space
用
left.
火箭喷涂这个功能啊，
In
或者来
previous
讲的话呢基
version,
本上也不会给自己的
rockets
火箭喷。所以说对应来讲的话，我
beacons
们
could
把
be
火箭都堆
sprayed
叠了。那当然我
or
们也取消
painted
了火箭喷涂，
individually,
因为
but
如果
now
喷
we've
涂的话呢
observed
就是
that
独立的位
players
置
rarely
会
use
很
that
困难，
feature,
因为你比较
so we
好，所以
removed
这边
it.
来讲话呢，我们就对应来讲，
And now all
让
the
所有的火箭能堆叠
rockets
出一
can
个
be
这样子的话，
stacked.
减少玩家
Therefore,
是仓库的占用、
we
背
can
包的占用。
save a lot of room
好，还有一
for
项新内
players.
容跟大家介绍， 由于来讲话呢，我们616来
We've also added another content for 6v6 mode, which previously lacked tutorials and challenge levels. We've now added
那我们来讲话，一共有10张
challenge
10张
levels.
场景来讲话呢，
So
分
just
成
10
5张
new
来讲话呢，放在基础教学里边，
maps.
相对比较容易。那另外5张来讲话呢，放在场景的挑战里边，对，非常的困难。
5 are in the basic tutorial.
金色的称号。
They're relatively simple. The other
稍微介绍
5
一下，这里的挑战来讲话呢，指的是
somewhat
我们
difficult
会通过
in the
每样
challenge
场景的5
level.
关，让你去完全了解到这张场景里边的机制。那
So
意味着来
by
讲话呢，
completing
你不知道
them,
怎么玩，你打
you'll
过这个
be
一定
able
能帮
to
你更好地了解
understand
怎么在这张
the
场景
map.
里边获胜。
If you don't know about the
好的，
map previously,
前
after
面的内容来
completing
讲话
these
呢，都比较
tutorials,
严肃。
you'll have a
现在
better
来讲话
understanding
呢，
of
带给
them.
大家一个比较有意思的东西。
Now let's
大家
talk
拍
about
照功能来
something
讲话呢
fun.
非常有意思。玩家说，我想
Many
机甲
players have been looking
没问题，
forward
这回
to
实现了。让
the
我们来看。
photo taking feature. Now it's officially launched.
那前面介绍过哈，我们在这回的功勋商店里面来讲话，增加
As
了一个
introduced
新的内容
previously,
对
we added
整个
holo
光学
background
投影。那玩家来讲话呢，其
in
实可以
the
跟
Matrix
自
Selection
己
Store.
的这个角色拍照一样，当你
So you
激活
can
光学投影之后来讲话呢，可以切
take
换背景
photo
这
of your
不是
striker.
所有玩
You
家
can change the background.
可以跟
That's
自己
not all.
人物一样去
You
摆
can
pose。然后
also
呢，我们开放了机甲对应的骨骼节点
freely
大家可以
DIY
在这里
your
来讲话呢
max
自己
poses.
DIY 好的，我们看完机甲之后来讲话呢，
All right.
我想跟我的好友来讲话呢，在
You may
格
want
拉
to
库里边一
take
起去拍
group
照，
photos
没问
with
题
your friends.
实现了。我们来看一下。
That can also be done.
那大家也知道啊，在之前来讲话呢，格拉库来讲话，其实我们没有做对应
Previously,
你
the
的
base
好
did
友
not
拍照上面的
support
一个同步。那现在来讲话呢，
taking
即便是
photos with
进
your
入到了
friends.
拍照状态来讲话呢，你跟你的好友
But
来
right
讲
now,
话
when you're
可以
entering photo mode,
一起摆
you and
pose，
your friends can pose together.
很有意思哦，大家可以
That's
看看
very interesting.
由于啊，就是单人的马什马克中来讲话呢，取消了对应的复活，大家没办法
Since
展
the
示对应的一个
revival
飞行背包
mechanic
在
has
格拉
been
库里面来
removed
讲话呢
in solo
可以
mode
完成
in
贴地飞行。
Ashmak,
当然了，这一点来
but you
讲
can
话呢
also
我们希
do
望在未来来讲话呢，通
low
过飞行
altitude
背包
flight in
可以打
your
开更多
base.
的一个空间探索。那另外这个
You can use your jetpack to open up more space. Exploration content. They were showcasing 2 brand new scenes available in the store, Christian's office. There are a lot of like Mac models and some Easter eggs as well.
那另外一个呢是比较有意思的一个休息室。
We
那
also
这边
have
来
a
讲呢有
lounge.
很多能做互动的东西。
It's full of
那大家可以
interactive elements,
去看看。那我们这里
You
面
can
也会
explore
演
it.
示一些哈。
and of course we'll show some in today's live stream.
Alright. 好的，那看完来讲的话呢，我们轻松有趣的功能之后来讲的话，我们可以看一下我们这回对交易所的一个调整啊。其实上个版本来讲的话呢，
Let's
确
move
实也
on
发现
to
交易所
the
来讲的话有些易
optimization
用性的问
of
题，那也有
the
很多来讲的
marketplace.
话呢不方便玩家查找问题。这回来讲的话呢，我们
And of
对交易
course,
所来
we
讲的话
noticed
还是做
some
了一
usability
个
issues
比较
with
大的一
the
个调整。
marketplace.
首先来讲的话呢，我们还是希望来讲的话，玩家能买到相对低价的东西。
First,
那也
we
希望来讲
do
的话呢
want
卖
players
家来
to
讲的话呢，能更好的出售
get
对应的内容。
more cost
所以说来讲的话，我
more
们做了
like
一些以下
cheaper
调整。首先来讲，我们在出
items
售模
in
式
the
上面来讲的话
marketplace.
呢，我们会先暂时来讲和关闭一个拍卖
We
模式。那所有来讲的
have
话呢，玩
temporarily
家
disabled
的道具
auction
是可
mode.
以自己定价的，依然可以自己定价。比如说一个道具，我定
And
10
all
个星
items
矢
you can
20个
price
星矢
your
30个星矢都可以。
items
对，那对应
by
来讲的话
yourself,
呢，我们
maybe
会把所
10,
有
20,
比如说把
30
定价
co-writes.
10个星矢都放在一组，大家可以看一下
But
我
we
们
would
实
put
际操作的一个画面。那对应来
all
讲
the
的话呢，
items with
可
the
以把
same
所有的
price
可以看到
are grouped
整个交
together
易
for
所
display.
干净了很多，因为它
So
就没
right
有
now
所
you
谓
can
的
see
排布这么多
the
零零总总
structure,
的
the
道具
interface is
全
now
部
much
摊开，
clearer
你还要选不
and
小
much
心买中的
more
是拍卖的，你
streamlined.
还不能立刻拿到。哎，我就经常遇到过这种事儿。所以这回来讲的话呢，我们就变得简单很多。一个
And
道
now
具，
it's
我们永远会显示
really
这个道
clean.
具最低价的 对你买就好了。当
For
最低
each
价格
item,
卖
we'll
完之后，
directly
你会
display the
展示
current
就会看
lowest
到
price.
下一层价格，然后再看到再下一层。
And
对，当然这边来
if
讲话
you
呢，我们也
once the
不再
lowest
会展示说这个
lowest
道具
price
究竟
item is
会
sold,
告
the
诉你还
system
有
will
多少个低
automatically
价
show the
那
next
当然
price
展
tier,
示你会
and
告诉
so
我
on.
我就等它弄完了，所以说你想要你就买就好了。对，
We'll
那
no
对应来
longer
讲
show
话
the
呢，会有
exact
市
how
场
many
去调
like
节
low
对应的
price
一
items
个
remain in
道具
stock
的
to
价格。
prevent
对，
players from
当然这边来
deliberately
讲话，我们
waiting
还会讲到一
and
些
affecting
一
the
些对应的
market
一个
circulation.
调整，比如说改件和有一部分的道具，我指的是
Some
改
mods
件
and
的
some items
开出来的改件，不是改件箱子。对，那我们会有些东西来讲话就不能再扔进交易所了。所以说
and，cannot be
在
sold
新的
in
版
the
本里面交易
marketplace.
所来讲话呢，会变得非常的干净、简洁、高
Overall,
效。无论是
in
买
the
的
new
人还
version,
是
the
卖的人
marketplace
都方便了。
will be
那
really
这块来讲话呢，哪些东西
effective
不会进
and
交易所呢？可以
streamlined
大致的跟
for
大家
both
说一
sellers
下。
and
比如说呢，
buyers.
在上一个版本 S0里边来讲，我们工具商店有很多东西呢都给你扔到
In
交易所
our
里面去。
in
对
season
但是
0,
这
a
回来
lot
讲
of
话呢，
the
我们会
uh,
稍微去做
items
一定的一个限制。
from
比如
major
说
selection can be
S1赛季
sold
新加入的
in
名神
marketplace,
就不能扔进
but we've
交易
adjusted
所。
that
对，
this
名神
time.
特
For
装机、
example,
华音，
the
对这些来讲话都是不能进交易所的。
Notokhami that will be
那
added
同
in
时
season
刚刚
1
提到
cannot
的
be
说
traded in the
成品改件就
marketplace.
是等于说开出来的改件，对你是不能扔进交易所。所以说，
All of the
这
mods
边
that you
改件只有紫色和
got
金色的改
from
件
like
箱
supply
放
crates
到交易所。当然这个来
can
讲
be
话呢，我
sold,
就不一一说
cannot
了
be。sold in the
在我们
marketplace,
的这
but
个
we won't
版
talk
本的
about
说明文
these
档里面来讲话呢
details
会跟大家说清楚。
in today's
对
live
有些
stream.
东西来讲话呢，不会
These will
在
be
交易所
covered
里面出现的。
in
当
our
然
patch
这个
notes.
来讲话呢，本质上聪明人都懂，因为我们希望来讲话，有些东西来讲话呢，能卖得出去，卖得更好。好的，然后接着我们来介绍一下我们新的一个新赛季的任务界面。那这个任务界面来讲的话，
Let's introduce the new
看一
season
下哈。那我们会把任务
mission
来讲话呢，分
screen.
成几个类型。
We've categorized
首先
our
来讲话
missions
呢
into
是出
several
勤任
different
务，
types,
还有
like
6v6的任务，还有这个
like 6
风暴
v
行
6,
动的任务，还有
mission
呢
storm,
对应的活动任务。
Operation
当然
Storm missions,
如果你还是新手的话，
etc.,
还有
etc.
新手
Of
任务
course, if
对
you're
就是对应来讲呢，这个就是我
new
们
player,
新
you
构
have
成的一个
beginner
新的任务界面。
missions.
那我们也就在 S0赛季呢，我们只有这个
In
每周
season
6 次
0,
的一个6v6
we
任务，
only
还
have
有
like
对应
a
每周
6 v
只
6,
有
a
一
weekly
个
6 v
就
6
完成撤
mission
离的风暴行动任务。
and
确实来讲的话
extraction
这块我们
mission
给的
of
奖励有点少
Operation
所以说这块来讲
Storm.
的话呢，我们大大增强了这块儿。对应玩家来
So
讲的话呢，
that
每周
was
都有
not
各种
enough.
任务。
In
可以
the new
完成
season,
也
we
可以拿到
increased
奖
it
励
and
像
adjusted
包
it.
括说玩家说，
If you
对
complete all of these
我
missions,
怎么能
you will
更
get
多的去拿
rewards.
到改件箱子？那通过任务，玩家就可以每周获得对应的
Now,
改件箱子。
By completing
这个
these
讲得
weekly
我都
missions,
累了
you will
对
get
那
mod boxes.
今天给的信息量有点多，所以说
There's a
呢
lot of information
需
today.
要大家来讲话消化一下。还有很多东西没有讲的，
Take your time.
我们留到
We
下一次。
couldn't cover everything in detail.
特别说一下，那
We
下一
can
次
do
来
that
讲
next
呢
time.
我们会就我们的海拉还有阿尔法
We will
进行一个
talk
实操
about
演练。
Hell and
那同
Alphard
时来讲
in
的话
our
呢，
next
也会顺便给大
live
家介
stream.
绍一下我们这回来
And
讲
we'll
的可能
further
没有说的
explain
一些叫做武装上的一个调整
some of the
技能上的一个调
adjustments,
整
weapon
那同时来
adjustments,
讲的
and
话下
balance
次也会介
changes,
绍一下我们还会有哪些新赛季的
along
活
with
动。
other
带给大家。
activities in the new season.
最后吧，可能玩家关于研发上问的比较
And
多的
finally,
就是之前你
a lot of
好像说过
players
我们有大
cared a
战
lot
场没错
about
大战场来讲
the
话呢
uh,
依然
battlefield
在
mode.
紧锣密鼓的
Indeed,
研发
it
中。
is still
那当前来
actively
讲
in
话呢，我们
development.
没有太多的信息来讲跟
And
大家公布。
right now, we don't
但
have
是
additional
我们来讲话
information to
承诺
share,
我们会在这个
but we promise
10月之前吧
that
会有
before
对应的一个
October,
邀约试玩的
we
一个
will
活
have
动会
invitation
给
based
大家去
playtest.
招募大家，那个时候也许我们能看到一些
And
内
by
容。
then,
对，
we
还有
hope we could
就是
see more
我
content.
们有2张全
And
新的
additionally, we have
6v6
2 brand
在
new 6v6 map
可以大家期
being
待一下。
developed.
好吧，今天
So
来
stay
讲话呢
tuned.
内容确实有点多。
Indeed,
那
we have
期
a
待来
lot to
讲话呢
cover.
我
We
们
have
上期的
covered a lot today.
S1赛季之前还有一次机会跟大家来讲话呢，介绍一下。
And before the launch of the new season, we will have
好的，
another
最
chance
后重
to
复一下时
meet you
间。
guys.
9月19号来
And
讲话
once
呢
again,
我们新的
Let's
S1赛季
emphasize. Let me
开始
emphasize the
对
timeline. time. So Season 1 will officially launch on September the 19th. And the test server will open on the 16th. So stay tuned. Follow us. Bye.
Please specify a project. Please select a mission.
The contract is to eliminate a high-ranking CFA officer.
Heading to Central
CFA doesn't
Africa.
just hire United.
Deploying.
Eliminate the high-ranking CFA official in charge of supplying weapons to United. The target stays at Nova Braga Airport. Head to the airport first. Boss, we have an emergency. Mother Base is under attack. The enemy is overrun one of our platforms, and they're holding some of our staff hostage. If we don't do something, they'll try to take off with our men. That would mean losing some of our finest manpower. Boss, take back that platform. This is a race against time. For all of us. Get on this mission right away, boss.
Please select a mission. Mission accepted. Heading to Mother Base.
infiltrate the platform under enemy control and eliminate their commander. The moment they lose their chain of command, we'll move in and suppress the rest. The enemy have taken some of our staff hostage and are threatening to kill them if they're attacked. You can't rely on support from us this time. Anything we do might be seen as an attack. Boss, forgive me. Can't believe I let an enemy force in right under my nose. But one thing's for sure. They're gonna pay for it. Make certain of that, boss.
Analysis complete.
Nothing, don't worry about it. Gotta check it. Let's go. Got it.
Analysis complete.
Speak. Where are your friends?
The map has been updated.
Spit it out. Where are your friends?
The map has been updated.
You all right?
Hands up. Spit it out. Where are the others?
The map has been updated.
Don't shoot! Talk. Where are your friends?
The map has been updated.
Hands up.
Don't do it.
Where are the others?
Analysis complete. Analysis complete.
Speak. Where are your friends?
The map has been updated.
Don't shoot! Speak. Where are the others?
The map has been updated.
Guy's the target.
Updated.
CP, this is Zulu 2. There was an explosion. Damage unknown. Over. This is CP. Understood. We are under attack. All units on alert. Out. Zulu 1, this is CP. Give me a second. We're going to extract him. Good thinking. We'll make him squeal till he's paid his due. All fire teams, this is CP. We have a confirmed all hostiles eliminated. Boss, you're really something else. Mother Base is in the clear. We're safe now. All thanks to you.
Extraction arrived at Mother Base.
Mission complete, boss. Boss, we figured out who that enemy commander was. He was on the staff at Mother Base 9 years back. Despite surviving the attack, he broke off from us and spent his years terrified that a cleanup squad would come after him. The isolation screwed with his sense of loyalty. A rumor, source unknown, had him convinced that the attack 9 years ago was orchestrated by you yourself. The big boss sold out his comrades to hide from the world. He thought that's why you weren't at the base that day. He was so desperate to take us down, he built up his own PF, copying us in every way. His idea of the perfect revenge. But in the end, he was just a victim of disinformation. I'll leave you to decide how to deal with him. Boss, listen a moment. I want to bolster our security to guard against enemy attacks. What I have in mind is to create a security team that can defend each of the platforms. Can I go ahead with that? So from now on, give some thought to building up the security team as well. One other thing. To divert some of the risk posed by our enemies, I'd like to construct a forward operating base. The more bases we have, the more staff we can house and the more materials we can secure.
Staff assigned. Please select a mission. Unit dispatched. Clouds approaching. Please select a mission. Mission accepted. Heading to Central Africa.
Eliminate the high-ranking CFA official in charge of supplying weapons to UNITA. The target stays at Nova Braga Airport. Head to the airport first.
has been updated. Analysis complete. Analysis complete. Buddy has infiltrated our enemy. Analysis complete. The map has been updated. You have arrived at your destination. Analysis complete. Analysis complete.
Boss, we've just received word that the arms dealer due to inspect Nova Braga Airport is on his way. Once his chopper has arrived, they'll be touring the facilities along with the target. Let him bring the target out into your line of fire.
Updated.
Great, you made it. I've sent the information to your map screen. That's the target's predicted location. Check all around the target and plan carefully before moving in.
The map has been updated.
That's an enemy gunship. Don't try to take the chopper. Will be arriving any minute. Watch out.
Talk. Where are your friends?
The map has been updated.
There's a chopper landing. It must be carrying the arms dealer. Keep your eyes on him. Our intel suggests the target will leave the country with the arms dealer after the inspection. Take him out before that happens.
Analysis complete.
That must be the arms dealer.
The
His
map
next move will be to meet the target.
Analysis complete.
Fire!
Looks like the arms dealer's chopper is gonna patrol for the security forces. Be sure you don't get spotted from above. That's a walker gear. They're fast and operate off-road too. You do best to avoid them.
Muna, speak.
It's a surveillance camera. Don't get spotted.
The map has been updated. Caution, rain approaching.
Boss, get down. The enemy sniper. Stay low and crawl along the ground. That should enable you to sneak past enemies.
Ek het genoeg hoor. Vereers het ons 'n inspeksie om af te haal. Wys my die plek.
That guy talking with the arms dealer. Could he be the target?
Fire!
Analysis complete.
Spit it out. Where are you?
The map is being updated. Analysis complete.
That's the target.
Mission info has been updated.
zuidelijkheid. Die dak het al beter daar gesien, maar ons gaan dit regmaak in 'n jagpak.
Baie ruimte. Goed, dis die noordelike hengers so groot soos die een.
Ja, dit is dieselfde plek. Wêreld te groot. Kom ons vat dit daar.
Beslis.
Please select a mission. Analysis complete.
Dieselfde groot. Dit sal fyn wees. Ons het al die ruimte hier wat ons nodig het.
Waarvoor het meneer sulke groot hengels op? Dis nie hoofheid dat ek weet.
Sekerlik, kom nie. Jy en jou manne sal 'n deurslaggewende rol speel vir die volgende fase. Ons gaan die lughawe gebruik as afsetpunt vir die verkoop van nuus.
Verkoop van nuus. Jy's
Dis wat ons doen. Natuurlik is die verspreiding van kernwapens 'n kopsie. Maar wat as jy 'n atoombom op enige plek kan bou sonder spesialistfasiliteite, sonder hoëgraad uran? Dis die nuwe sakemodel. Dink net aan die markandeel wat ons kan vertrek.
meneer is nie ernstig nie.
Ek is altyd ernstig. Jou verkoopsroetes gaan onvervangbaar wees. En om te dink, as jy nie 'n nukes het, sal die MPLA ook wil kry. Betaling sal uiteindelik groter mynregte wees en dies meer. Maar sedert die oliebaronne Amerika se spoorwegstelsels verlam het, sal daar altyd 'n mark vir olie wees. En nie tussen diamante sal nogal 'n lekker payday wees. 'n Meisie se beste vriend natuurlik, hè. Dis PA vir jou. Elke sakker se skrouende girlfriend is deel van ons bemarkingspan. En die Afrikaner mors net al geld. Koop wapens om mekaar uit te moer. Die regte wêreld. Dag snaaks, nee my broer.
Vertel dit vir wie ook al my vervang. Ons is oorlogmakers. Ek erken dit. Ons maak 'n lewe met bloedgeld. Sonder oorlog is my manne werkloos. Dis ons enigste uitweg, want alle ander industrie is uit die streek verdryf deur koloniale magte wat wind slaan. Dis omtrent al wat ek kan hanteer.
Toe gaan die jakkals.
Het jy genoeg gesien? Sodra die ondersoek verby is, moet jy my Kinshasa toe vat, soos ons saam gestem het.
So jy wil die kans verspeel, die grootste besigheidskans wat ooit jou kant toe gekom het. Dis fyn met my. Iemand sal wel jou plek oorneem. Maak nie saak wat ek of jy doen nie. Die getuie van die ekonomie sal sy gang gaan. Nie terwyl die groot moondhede stry oor al die rykdom.
Die beheertoring is die kant toe.
They feed off the conflict and turn around and blame the colonial governments? Now that's hypocrisy.
You have arrived at your destination.
Great, you made it. I've sent the information to your map screen. That's the target's predicted location. Check all around the target and plan carefully before moving in.
The map has been updated.
Hey fella, wat gaan aan?
Moena. Asseblief.
Where are your friends?
The map has been updated.
Where are your friends? He's coming too.
The map has
Roger
been
that.
updated.
Subject on board. Leave the rest to us.
Moena. Spit it out.
Where are your friends?
The map has been updated.
He's coming too. Roger that. arms dealer due to inspect Nova Braga Airport is on his way. Once his chopper has arrived, they'll be touring the facilities along with the target. Let him bring the target out into your line of fire.
Spit it out. Where are the others?
The map has been updated.
That's an enemy gunship. Don't try to take down a gunship from the front. You won't win in a head-to-head. The chopper will be arriving any minute. Watch out.
The map has been updated. Caution, rain approaching.
There's a chopper landing. It must be carrying the arms dealer. Keep your eyes on him. Our intel suggests the target will leave the country with the arms dealer after the inspection. Take him out before that happens. Looks like the arms dealer's chopper is going to patrol for the security forces. Be sure you don't get spotted from above. That must be the arms dealer. His next move will be to meet the target.
Op besoek van die president. Dis 'n voorreg, meneer. Ons skuld al ons sukses in Sentraal-Afrika aan die SANF.
There, that's the target.
Has been updated.
Skande is korrek. Nou het 'n klomp huursoldaat-honde van ons te hore gekom. Spooke van 'n dooie era.
Meneer, ek het gehoor dat 'n man by die olieveld die Big Boss was. Die legendariese huursoldaat. Iemand het my vertel dat ons teen iemand soos hy te staan sal kom. Ons kontrak het slegs gespesifiseer dat ons die fasiliteit beskerm teen plaaslike bevolking en militante faksies. Beskerming teen PF's gerigsteen met moderne tegnologie is 'n heel ander affære.
Ek het genoeg gehoor. Vereers het ons 'n inspeksie om af te haal. Wys my die plek.
Begryp. Kom ons begin by die suidelike eiland. Stap die kant toe.
He said something about Saner. It was Saner behind the Mafinda oil field incident. How do you want to handle him, boss?
Please select a mission. Unit dispatched. Weather will clear shortly.
Hierdie is die noordelike hangar.
Dieselfde grootte. Dit sal fyn wees. Ons het al die ruimte hier wat ons nodig het.
Waarvoor het meneer sulke groot hangars nodig? Is dit nie hoogtyd dat ek weet nie?
Sekerlik, kom nie. Jy en jou manne sal 'n deurslaggewende rol speel vir die volgende fase. Ons gaan die lughawe gebruik as afsetpunt vir die verkoop van nukes.
Verkoop van nukes? Jy's...
Dis wat ons doen. Natuurlik is die verspreiding van kernwapens 'n kopseer. Maar wat as jy 'n atoombom op enige plek kan bou sonder spesialisfasiliteite, sonder hoëgraad uraan? Dis die nuwe sakemodel. Dink net aan die markandeel wat ons kan betrek.
Meneer, ernstig nie.
Ek is altyd ernstig. Jou verkoopsroetes gaan onvervangbaar wees. En om te dink, as jy nie 'n nukes het, sal die MPLA ook wil kry. Betaling sal uiteindelik groter mynregte wees en dies meer. Maar sedert die oliebaronne Amerika se spoorwegstelsels verlam het, sal daar altyd 'n mark vir olie wees. Uniete se diamante sal nogal 'n lekker payday wees. 'n Meisie se beste vriend natuurlik. Dis PA vir jou. Elke sakker se skrouende girlfriend is deel van ons bemarkingspan. En die Afrikaner mors net al die geld. Koop wapens om mekaar uit te moer. Die regte wêreld. Dag snaaks, nee my broer.
Vertel dit vir wie ook al my vervang. Ons is oorlogmakers. Ek erken dit. Ons maak 'n lewe met bloedgeld. Sonder oorlog is my manne werkloos. Dis ons enigste uitweg, want alle ander industrie is uit die streek verdryf deur koloniale magte wat wind slaan. Dis omtrent al wat ek kan hanteer.
Toe gat jakkals.
Het jy genoeg gesien? Dra die ons verby is. Ons gaan met die gasse toe vat, soos ons saam gestem het.
So jy wil die kans verspeel, die grootste besigheidskans wat ooit jou kant toe gekom.
Alles roepe, dit is CP. Ons het 'n situasie. Alle eenhede, spesiale waarskuwing. Verdedig jou posisies. Uit.
Please select a drop supplies requested. Supply drop complete. Please select a mission. Please specify a project. Please specify a project. Please specify a project.
Where are your friends? Hands up.
Alsjeblieft,
Spit it out.
moeilijk te doen.
Where are your friends?
Mission info has been updated.
Ons het waarskynlik 'n indringing. Gee instruksie. Oor.
Stay okay.
The map has been updated. Extraction arrived at Mother Base.
Yes, mission complete. Boss, that was exceptional. Boss, about that target you extracted. He says he wants to work for us. Having talked to him, he doesn't seem that bad a guy. Apparently, the arms dealer's people demanded they prolong the conflict, and he couldn't go against the management. That doesn't excuse everything he did, but his skills will make him a useful asset. Let's put him to good use. I've tossed that arms dealer in the break. The way he tells it, he worked in logistics with the South African army, but he was headhunted by Saner. Whoever gave him the orders would only have been a pawn of Skullface anyway. But apparently he hasn't been in contact for some time. He doesn't know much about Saner, not even what its president looks like. Just another cog in the machine. We've begun development on that new battle gear weapon that Emmerich was talking about. If you want to see how development's going, come take a look for yourself. Just coming off this mission, but there are reports of child soldiers taking over Masa Village after the CFA got wiped out there. They've been raiding the surrounding villages, so the people have requested we eliminate them. Check your mission list for the details.
Please select a mission.
The White Mamba, 𝐂𝐴𝐴𝐿. He's the commander of the kids based out of 𝐊𝐢𝐳𝐻𝐻. As you know, contract forces of Africa were stationed at that village. Anti-government forces hired CRS to bring kids there from around Africa for training. But at some point, the adults with the PF started dropping like flies. This was right after we arrived in Africa. We don't know the cause. The kids ended up on their own. Must have been like fish out of water. Nothing to eat, no way to get back home. All the adults taught them was how to use a gun. Sure, they could shoot targets, but hunt for food? Not likely. They wouldn't have lasted long. Then the White Mamba showed up. He was faster and stronger than them, a better soldier, and he knew how to lead. I guess somebody wished upon a star, because their savior turned up like stardust straight out of the blue. The moment he arrived, the kids had their new commander. That was when they started attacking other villages. Word of the infamous White Mamba spread fast. But it isn't just his combat skills that got people talking. As you can tell from the name, he's the only light-skinned kid in the unit. Not to mention the blonde hair and the blue eyes. Not common in those parts. We have no idea where he came from or what he's experienced. The kid's a huge blank. But I'm sure you'll know him when you see him. One other thing. He's still a kid, so don't kill him. Be careful not to hit him with anything lethal. Not even a flesh wound. Our mission objective isn't just suppressing a bunch of militants. This is a DDR operation of the kids in that unit. DDR stands for disarmament, demobilization, and reintegration. Disarmament is obvious. We take their weapons off their hands. The demobilization part means dismantling their military organization to ensure they can't arm themselves again. To do that, you need to capture the unit's commander and have him order his men to disband. In this case, the commander is the White Mamba. There's nobody above him, so he's all we need to grab. Finally, reintegration. Through education and occupational training, we give them a means to live besides war. A lot of kids born in a war zone don't know any other way to live. So before they find themselves back there, we teach them another skill. I'd like to establish this rehabilitation process at Mother Base. That's why we're bringing those kids back here. It's not so much for their sake. It's for the world that we're trying to create. No other way about it. Those kids are amateurs. Bad for business to have them running around where we're trying to work. Bring them all back if possible. Or as many as you can.
Gaining altitude.
Mission list
Boss, I know you're
updated.
just coming off this mission, but there are reports of child soldiers taking over Massa Village after the
Please select
CFA
a
got
mission.
wiped out there. They've been raiding the surrounding villages, so the people have requested we eliminate them. Check your mission list for the details.
Please select a mission. Mission accepted. Heading to Central Africa. Deploying.
Capture the White Mamba, the child soldier's commander, and bring him back to Mother Base. First off, head for Voila Yamasa.
Enemy presence detected. The map has been updated.
Kids from the White Mama's unit. They have guns and they know how to use them.
Buddy has infiltrated our... The map has been updated.
Fulton extraction puts a huge strain on the body. Too much for a child. To extract kids, you'll have to carry them to the chopper.
Please select a drop point. Supplies requested. Vehicle drop complete. Guard post captured. Support helicopter
Roger.
requested. Extraction arrived at base.
Arriving shortly at LZ. This is Pequod, on station at LZ.
Extraction arrived at Mother Base.
You gonna extract him?
Enemy presence detected. The map has been updated.
subject on board.
Extraction
Your
arrived
target, the
at
White
base.
Mamba, showed up in this village out of the blue and took command of the child soldiers. The surrounding villages have been victims of their raids and brutality ever since. But if you extract their commander, those kids will have no choice but to stand down. Should wrap up the whole situation. They're still kids. You can't kill any one of them, including the commander. If things get rough, neutralize them by knocking them out or by tranquilizing them.
The map has been updated. Caution, rain approaching. You have arrived at your destination. Analysis complete.
Okay, subject is in.
Fire! Prepare to fire. On my command. Fire! Fire!
Extraction arrived at Mother Base.
Pedina ange yandi, 𝐊𝐢𝐳𝐶𝐭𝐆𝐡𝐻, 𝐁𝐞𝐥𝐤𝐚𝐻. Kimamosa ke somomononde. 𝐂𝐧𝐨 bibuti pusakan 𝐂𝐽𝐽. You lose, Commander.
Outpost captured. Mission info has been updated. The map has been support helicopter requested.
This is B-Quad. Arriving shortly at LZ. This is B-Quad. Have arrived at LZ. Will stand by.
Extraction arrived at Mother Base.
Mission complete, and how? They're gonna tell stories about this one, boss.
Welcome to outer heaven. We got rules around here. Never draw a weapon on a fellow soldier. You got that? Anyone here can use a knife or a gun. What you're gonna learn is how to use your head.
Let's move!
When you get that under your belt, then you're free to leave.
Job offers. The details are on your iDroid.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, boss.
It's starting to get a little crowded around here, boss.
Thanks for that, boss.
How's it going, boss?
Thanks for that, boss.
Please specify a project. Please specify a project.
We placed the White Mamba and the rest of his unit in the staff living quarters.
How's that going?
It's a disaster, but what else can we do? We've taken away his weapons and banned him from using his nom de guerre. Apparently his real name is Eli. He must feel like we stripped him of his whole identity. We'll let things simmer down. I put a guard on him for now. Still, the question is, who is he? Where did he come from? And how has he survived?
He's still not talking.
No, he won't say a word about himself. But you know, it looks like he speaks English. One of the deck crew called out to him in English, and he said something back. He just lost it all of a sudden, started mouthing off at the guy, in perfect English. He wasn't stringing together words he picked up somewhere.
So English is his mother tongue.
He could be from the east, or the south, or maybe even further north or south. English is well established in countries all across the continent. It's rooted in Africa like a weed. Or maybe parasite is the better word. So just speaking English doesn't help us figure out where he comes from. Could even be from off-continent. Right. In any case, we'll keep an eye on him. If we learn anything else, I'll be sure to let you know.
Please select a mission.
2 engineers are being held in the observation post southwest of 𝐂𝐚𝐵 Industrial Zone. Boss, your mission is to rescue them. The targets are civilians, 1 male, 1 female. They were dispatched to the area by an international health organization, but disappeared shortly after. Extract the 2 targets and help them escape the country. Boss, this contract comes from the Mbele rebel militants. That's right. That general's fighters. Recently, one of their child soldier platoons staged an insurrection and split from the main group. Thing is, they took a hostage with them. The general's brother, his number 2. The contract is to extract both that prisoner and the leader of the renegade platoon. The message reads, "I love my brother. You must bring him back to me alive." It also says this about the leader of the child soldiers. He is an excellent soldier. I want to persuade him to rejoin the ranks of the righteous. Sounds a little too forgiving for the man who ordered those kids dead at the mine. I wonder what kind of persuasion the general has in store. With that in mind, here are your objectives. First, rescue and return the general's number 2 as requested. Second, extract the renegade leader, and we'll keep him at Mother Base. In other words, extract both targets out of the region. Good luck, boss. Roger.
This is B-Quad. Arriving shortly at LZ. This is B-Quad. On station at LZ. Gaining altitude.
Mission list updated. Please select a landing heading to Central Africa. detected. The map has been updated. Analysis complete. Analysis complete. Analysis complete. Analysis complete.
Take aim.
Analysis complete. Enemy presence detected. The map has been updated.
Prepare to fire. Fire.
Enemy presence detected. The map has been updated.
Fire. 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 On my command. Fire.
Guard post captured. Side ops list updated. Extraction arrived at Mother Base. Plant expansion complete. Development project has been marker placed. updated.
Where are you?
Stop!
The map has been updated.
Fire!
Analysis complete. Extraction failed.
Boss, that's a serious injury. It won't heal on its own. You'll need to treat it with first aid.
Detected. The map has been updated. Extraction failed.
Cover fire!
Side ops list updated. Extraction arrived at Mother Base. Extraction failed.
Looks like that fall killed him.
Źlepie, to jest Delta 3! Position Alpha! Jeden ruch gevallen
Marker placed.
Sibylus Delta 1. Visuele contact verloren. Keer terug naar laatste bekende positie. Over. Dit is alweer uitkijkt voor de enige beweging. Uit.
Marker removed. Destination. Side ops list updated.
jy alright?
Subject on board. Leave the rest to us.
Clouds approaching. Analysis complete.
He's coming too. Roger that.
Hey.
You gotta extract him.
Marker placed. Extraction arrived at Mother Base. Caution, rain approaching.